One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Noles will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll ride Davis here. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's Castellanos. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. fired. On the last play, they'll go back to the air. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Williams. Makes the grab, it's Davis. They forced ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Grab near the marker, it's McCoy. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Might be changing the route. They'll try to get outside. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, and put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back looking for help. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down and more. Wide open spaces. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Off the play fake on first down. Touchdown! the grab in the end zone for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Thomas.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You gonna leave that open? Okay, I'm gonna take it right now.
And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
This offense is being aggressive, and they keep going back to the same guy. We're early in the game in the 1st quarter. This guy's already scored a touchdown, so if I'm a quarterback, keep trying to get him the football. He's winning his matchups one-on-one. Nice job by the defense on that play, but don't lose focus if you're the QB here. Keep trying to find your big-time playmaker.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juiced. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Showing the arm strength down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Finds some room. Touchdown Seminoles. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Coming out with it, it's White. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Catch in the middle, it's Branch. It's a seam wide open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfect.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going up top. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Georgia! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Just going to keep it after the snap. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Caught behind the line. It's Williams. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. This is a designed run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. The give is to Williams. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Might be calling a hot route. The play action fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got a man, it's McCoy. He won't get there, it'll bring up 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Way too close to punt. Way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
It's a draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
The sure hands, it's dealt. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Castellanos. Pulls it in, it's White. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. Finds a little space. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to throw on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. This time it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Third down coming up after that completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Sets up the screen. He's loose. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
And the Noles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Castellanos. Pucks it out of the air. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. On target. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Quick strike through the air for the score. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's White. It's a running room. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got it for a big play. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
The Noles are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air, it's Castellanos. That one comes out hot down the right side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
To keep them pinned in their own end. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too, because of the field position with the offense backed up. They know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the dome. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Using his legs, it's Frazier. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Caught over the middle. It's Branch. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Georgia sends out the punt team. He's got it. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for it all. He's got it on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30+.
What a throw on first down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They send the tight end in motion. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes. And tackled there by the defense.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And the Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Takes a hit as he fires. It's caught downfield. And they made the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the move. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Duke was able to cap off a close one in Durham with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. At midfield, he's got room. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start running those timeouts.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They'll immediately call timeout. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
To throw, it's Castellanos. Going to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's McCoy. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Man, you practice this all week for a reason. The 2-minute situation is so important. I like the completion. I like the first down. Let's see if we can get one more play in real quick before the 2-minute timeout.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Got his man. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight. if you're the underdog winning this game late. It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Under fire. Right on target this time. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Got his man down the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
It's first down from the 11. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Gets it out quickly. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Webster. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Grab near the sticks. It's White. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do